Hey you guys, and welcome to another book haul on Monday. Book haul Monday. Book haul every Monday while supplies last. Yeah. Don't know what's wrong with me. But anyway, I'm here for another book haul. So let's get started. The first book I have to show you is Birthmark by Carrie O'Brien. I've been kind of wanting this one for a while, and I held back myself from getting the other two books. See? Control. You guys know I am currently not expecting any books in the mail except for one pre-order. I haven't bought any books this month except for my two pre-orders, just two, and I'm not counting that. I haven't bought any books for weeks, and it is like but I have control. But anyway, back to this book, Birthmark. It follows this girl, Gaia, and she is like 16 years old, and she lives in this kind of future world where for some reason there have always been people who lived inside this wall and people who lived outside the wall. And she's one of the people who lives outside the wall, and she is a midwife, I guess, and she has always believed it her duty to hand over a couple of babies to the enclave. But then her mother and her father are arrested by the very people she has trusted and stuff, and she begins to question things, and she has determined that she's going to go into the wall and get her mother and father back and some stuff like that. So that sounds really good. I know it's a trilogy, so another series to start. That's going to be a theme of this book haul. The next book that I have to show you is Fearful Symmetry by Audrey Neffenhigger. Love this cover as well. I have the Time Traveler's Life. Loved it. I've always been kind of on the fence about this one, but I was like, it's fine. Time to read it. This one follows these two twin sisters who one day their aunt dies, and she left in her will her London apartment, which they will get if they both live in there for a year. And another weird thing is their mother and their aunt are also twins, but they haven't spoken in a really long time for some odd reason. And anyway, it's just, I guess, about them like interacting with people in the apartment building, but also is their aunt really gone because they think there's some kind of ghost thing going on. So that sounds interesting, and I can't wait. The next book that I have to show you is a big one, and it is Surface Detail by Ian M. Banks, and it has like these creepy eyes, and it is so big. But I've heard a lot about this author, so I decided to go ahead and get it, and it sounds good. I'm going to read the inside flap because there is no way that I could summarize this, and you guys will see why. It begins in the realm of the real, where matter still matters. It begins with a murder, and it will not end until the culture has gone to war with death itself. Ledegis Break, which is how I'm pronouncing it, okay, is one of the intergalactic. Her mock body bearing witness to a family shame, her life belonging to a man whose lust for power is without limit, prepared to risk everything for her freedom. Her release, when it comes, is at a price, and to put things right, she will need the help of the culture. Benevolent, enlightened, and almost infinitely resourceful though it may be, the culture can only do so much for any individual. With the assistance of one of its most powerful and arguably deranged warships, Legis finds herself heading into a combat zone, not even sure which side the culture is really on. A war, brutal, far-reaching, is already raging within the digital realms that store the souls of the dead, and it's about to erupt into reality. It started in the realm of the real, and that is where it will end. It will touch countless lives and affect entire civilizations. But at the center of it all is a young woman whose need for revenge marks another motive altogether. So that sounds really interesting, and I can't wait to start this 600 plus page book. And I like this inside thing. And
you got a text message. Text messages are cool.
It sounds really interesting. So the next book that I have to show you is Falling for Hamlet by Michelle Ray, and this is a Hamlet young adult retelling. And then this one set in modern age, and it's told from Ophelia's point of view, and she is the daughter of the Danish king's most trusted advisor, and also she's Prince Hamlet's girlfriend. And so, you know, they're always in the news and stuff like that, but things start to spiral out of control when the king is suspiciously murdered, and then Prince Hamlet starts getting crazier and crazier and more insane, and Olivia just feels herself torn between everything that's just going on. So I'm really looking forward to it myself. I think I need to reread Hamlet, so I need to buy a copy. I actually have a copy right now. My book closeouts of court, but since I'm not buying books currently, I'm not sure about that, because I do have a big one, but I didn't want to read the play, you know, like, you know how many Shakespeare plays there are in that. I have to hold that all the time. So the next book that I have to show you is The Bridge by Jane Higgins, and it's really small compared to a lot of books. It's just like, yeah, that's how that is. I really like the cover though, and this is what it looks like. This is what the back looks like. And I found this because of Victoria from Von Habergen. She is talking about it. We are both on book closeouts one night, and so yeah, I'm just gonna read the inside flap. The city is divided. The bridge is gated in south side. The hostels live in squalor and desperation, waiting for a chance to overrun the residents of city side. Nick is still in high school and is destined for a great career with the internal security and intelligence service, the brains behind the war. But when ISIS, that's what I'm gonna call the security intelligence thing for short, comes recruiting, everyone is shocked when he isn't chosen. There must be an explanation. Then the school is bombed and the hostels take the bridge. Buildings are burning, kids are dead, and the hostels have kidnapped Nick's friend Soul. Now ISIS is hunting for Nick. But Nick is on the run with Soul's sister Fife. They cross the bridge in search of Soul, and Nick finds answers to questions he never dared to ask. So I'm really excited for this. This sounds really good. Yeah. The next book that I have to show you is I Am Number 4 by Perdicus Lore. I'm not sure why I did it like that, but And I also have the sequel, The Power of Six. Now I've heard a lot of things about this author. Douchey is a word that comes to mind, but I put that aside because I really, really want to read the book. Don't judge me. I ended up getting the movie cover because that's all book closeouts had. Not that I don't mind looking at Alex Pettyfer, but really, it just disappoints me because he turned down the role in City of Bones apparently, and I'm like, no, why? I wanted him to be Jay so bad. Moving on from that, I Am Number 4 follows these kids, or follows him. He's number 4. There's, you know, okay, look, they started off with 9, okay, and they killed 1, 2, and 3, and he is number 4, so he is next on the list to get killed by these people who like to destroy civilizations and stuff like that. Yep, that's my explanation. It's really good. I really can't wait to read it. And I really like how they just have the name of the series on here, Lore and Legacies. Like, I think more people should do that. That is awesome. The last book that I have to show you is one of the ones I was most excited for, and it is Stardust by Neil Gaiman. And you guys, I have been wanting this book for, like, it seems ever. I love the movie, and it's not like I don't have other Neil Gaiman books. I haven't read them yet, but this is the one I most wanted, so I'm really looking forward to it. Let's see. Tristan Thorne will do anything to win the heart of the beautiful Victoria Forster, even fetch the lights are in my eyes. Even starts the fallen star, the star they watch as they fall from the night sky. But to do so, he must enter the unexplored lands on the other side of the ancient wall that gives their tiny village's name. Beyond the stone barrier, Tristan learns find Fairy, the most exhilarating adventures of the young man's life. So this one sounds really good, and yeah, so that's all the books that I have to show you, and I'm like literally seeing spots right now because the phone light has been in my eyes the entire time, as it always is, but I refilmed this too many times, and so you guys let me know down in the comments below whether you guys have read any of these books, whether you liked them, you hated them, you hate me now because now you didn't know about it before, but now you must rush to book closeouts to go order them yourselves. And yeah, let me know, and I will see you guys later. Bye. I might break. I'm a break.